That's What He Said with Cedric D. Sanders.
100% real, raw, and uncut. Deadass.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filters. This broadcast starts now.
What up, y'all?
It's Thursday. Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said. We're here live and direct
As usual.
from Studio B.
Yeah, Studio B. Definitely Studio B. Because it's definitely not Studio A.
No.
So tonight is I think a challenge. It's gonna be a challenging topic to say the least, because it's something that I've had to frequently. I wouldn't say frequently. I've had to experience for. Oh damn! It's been a few years. It's been like shit. I retired from the Navy in 2012. So it had to been around 2016, 2017 when I started going into this change, and I had to reintroduce myself. So, of course, tonight's topic is Fearless Evolution, Unleashing the Bold New You 2.0. And basically what this is kind of like, realizing that you are not the person that you know you're not. You know you're not that person. You know you're not the true who you're supposed to be. And I think a lot of times when we go through that realization in life, as we start growing up and growing older and everything, people are kind of trapped into that mindset that you're never going to change. You're just going to be the person that they assume that you're going to be.
Yeah.
Somebody
they met when they was in kindergarten and stuff.
Well, yeah, that and probably knew you in high school.
Yeah.
Might have known you when you was in college, if you went to college or whatever you did after high school. They may have experienced you off and on or throughout a period of time. But I think when people have that assumption of you, it's not really you. It may be person. I mean, some people just don't change. Believe it or not, some people just don't.
Right.
But when you decide to go through this evolution of change, when you decide to say, I need to really dive deep into the things that I accept and don't accept, the things that I want to do, things that you want to achieve, and in your personality switch, or not necessarily personality switch, because a lot of people do changing their personalities like a motherfucker. But but I think it's more so people evolving through the experience that they, that we're all going through in life. We all go through different experiences, and when we go through these experiences, sometimes it evolves. You come out in the cocoon and you're now a beautiful butterfly, and your wings are stuck together and you're not flying. You're just crawling on your legs, and you're still wet behind the ears.
You're still trying to gather yourself and become and change into this new you. So if your wings are still stuck together, your feet aren't working properly yet, it's because you still have the training wheels on. It's okay. You just have to, keep going and not give up on yourself.
Right. Yes, absolutely. And I think too, what people end up doing is they start to transition.
Right.
And they have all these expectations of being better, empowering other people and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. But they've never really done those things. So you may have experienced or someone have taught you, or you have gone through the motions of all these things that you want to do to change. Yeah. And now you're given the opportunity to kind of speak on some things that people see you doing, and you haven't done 95% of that shit. You've only dipped into you've only opened the first pill bottle. It's like you realize there wasn't nothing in there but one pill. Then you open up the other one, and then there's two pills in that one. You're like, oh shit, this is the matrix. This is going back and forth.
I was just gonna say, is it the red pill or the blue pill?
Right. So I think we experience ourselves going through these transitions in different ways, and then it's better that we don't over exaggerate the process. And what I mean by that is sometimes when you go through this evolutionary change that you do, you say you're a business owner now, and there's certain things you're not going to do, or you were the pothead and everybody knew you as that, and now you're not because you transition and you feel like you need a clearer mind, you want to do things better, blah blah blah. But people are stuck in that. People just knew you for being just that.
It's funny.
Or you have people that never were into religion, and now all of a sudden they're a pastor, or they're just they go to church all the time now.
Right.
I think it's just weird. I just think people have these very challenging obstacles to get through, and the only way to get through it is to go through it.
Oh, absolutely.
It literally is just to go through it. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna do this no more. Well, why? Because I don't want to.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, that's all we knew you as, is this, or we always knew you doing this, or we always knew you doing that. And then the person that you are when you come out of that, you still are who you are, but you may do things completely different. You may change how you see certain things, all because of what you decided to change in your life.
Right.
And I always ask myself, is it always about being accepted because of your change or what you're going through? And I say, no, I don't care about being accepted. I went through this change for me. I didn't go through this change because a lot of people was talking shit, and I felt like I needed to not be that person because people kept talking shit about me. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
That, no, absolutely not.
I think a really good example, of this change is when you and I first got involved into a relationship. You noted some things and told me about them, and you were like, yeah, so do you realize how much you drink? And at the time, that really was like my scapegoat. Was I drank occasionally or every night, at least have one or two drinks, and I was good. Well, see, back in high school and up until I left and went into the Navy, a lot of people knew me because I drank and hung out and partied and all that stuff. And then as I got into the military and evolved through that, I became a heavy drinker again, and it just kind of stuck with me for a long time. And I had to make a choice of changing that aspect of me. And now, when's the last time I had a drink?
Why are you asking me? I don't keep roll call.
It's been like at least 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, something like that. I can't even count because I don't know how long ago it's been.
Okay, but that was a choice you made because of what you felt that's something that you did because you felt that you needed to change that. And that's always admirable because a lot of times people do one or two things. They do the knee-jerk reaction when people automatically assume you may be this, or they're putting you in a box and they're saying that, you could be an alcoholic, or you could be this, or you could be that. And it's like, no, that's not me. I'm not that. And then all of a sudden the drastic move is to stop doing all that shit altogether.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad? It's always not bad, and it's not always all good either. And the reason why I say it's not always all good is because if that's something you like to do when you socialize, all you have to do is take it back a notch. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself if that's how you enjoy yourself. Right. Take it back a notch. But to stop altogether, and I'm not saying that people should drink or shouldn't drink. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in this example is probably the perfect example of just stop, do whatever, and reevaluate. Most people just automatically go cold turkey on some shit because of assumptions or people saying this or that, not because you want to, but because of what everybody else is saying about you.
Right. Exactly.
Bigger difference. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was saying that. Who was I? Adam. Yeah, we might have been friends and been friends for years, but for me to just come in your life off of like a week of observation and saying, you need to stop drinking, nigga, because it ain't really doing anything for you. You drinking out of desperation because it ain't nothing else to do. You doing it because you want to do it. You're doing it because it's okay. It's a habit. But now that you're living by yourself and you ain't got somebody pointing the finger at you like, damn, put the drink down. What the hell you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Then you realize you had a problem because shit, I've been doing this shit since high school. All I've been doing is picking up fucking alcohol when I'm 21 now. I can buy it. Why not? I can have a drink. Shit, I worked all damn day. Everybody makes the cognitive dissonance excuse to do something that they know it ain't doing nothing but helping them make worse decisions that they already making bad decisions with.
Yeah.
You're just continuing to make worse decisions on already bad decisions. So it's like, why are you continuously going through this perpetual cycle of bullshit when you are the cycle of bullshit? The bullshit is, you're not the bullshit separator. You're in the bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't separate it because you're so intertwined in it. And I'm sorry if I'm hurting somebody's feelings or saying something that might kind of like
be offensive,
but I'm not really trying to be offensive. All I'm trying to do is tell the truth. And that's welcome to my podcast. The truth is we do things to suppress our growth into doing better things. Better things could be popping right in your face and you wouldn't see it because your whole attitude is to suppress my depression.
Yep.
This is a mental health break. Stop suppressing your depression. The only person you're hurting is yourself.
Yeah. And don't mask any of your mental health with alcohol, drugs, whatever, because you have to get into the root of it to come out of it on top.
See, this is the thing. In order for you to upgrade and go to 2.0, you got to recognize the things that are hurting you. Realize the habits that you've picked up because of the things that are hurting you, and how this has impacted other people's lives because of what you picked up. Because all it is a backpack. It don't even belong to you. You just picking the shit up and filling it up. That's what a lot of people with mental health do. That deal with mental health. They end up picking up things that don't belong to them. And it's hard to get rid of that backpack once you got it on your back. And then once you get it to a point where it's manageable, that backpack is always going to be a part of you. It's how you deal with that backpack being on you is the person that you need to evolve with. And mental health is something that people deal with. It's not going to be just a hush in the wind. It's not playing hide and seek. It's dealing with the mental health that you have been dealt with and being able to not let it control your life. And people can say it's easier said than done. No, it is easier said than done. Because when you let go of the people that typically trigger you or enable you to continuously go down this perpetual bullshit ass cycle that you're going in, all because people are letting you. They know what the problem is, but they're enabling you to continue to go down this pipeline of bullshit, and it's not helping you. If it was helping you and you were producing something, that's something completely different. But if you're just sitting around just to be sitting around, how is this helping you? It's not. It's nowhere in the vicinity of helping you. It's not even in the same conversation as helping you. If anything, everybody around you is enabling you to stay in that downward spiral of bullshit, and you need to change your friends. Or allow them to change on their own, and you stop doing the shit that they do. You can still be friends with them. It's just that you're just not doing the stuff that they enable you to do, to stay in a depressed state, to stay in a high, anxiety state, whatever your mental illness is. People will continuously bug the shit out of you, not realizing that you have this. But then when you realize you have it, and then you go through the whole cycle of, okay, I need to stop hanging out with this person because all they do is this, or all they do is that. And that's going to trigger me, because then that's going to make me want to do it because of peer pressure or to feel included. I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want to go out there and they're drinking and I'm not, or I don't want to go out there and they're playing, pool and I'm not, or whatever, whatever it is. I don't want to go to the lake because it just does something to me, but they want to go to the lake. So I'll go to the lake, even though I don't want to be there, but I'm going to go. But then what are they going to sacrifice for you? Yeah. Have you even told them what's been bothering you, or what you changed, or this is who you are? It's like Jay-Z said, let me reintroduce myself.
Right.
Because I really, at some point in my life, I realized I had to. I was like, hold on, y'all really are stuck on just me being Kevin's older brother. Y'all really stuck on the fact that I danced and everybody laughed at me in my freshman year, and then I tore this shit up the rest of my high school year and couldn't nobody laugh at me no more. It's like I went in the military and separated myself from a lot of people that really wasn't my people. And the people that was my people, we all grow up, you got your lives. You still contact however you need to contact, but you still have that distance because it's not them, it's everybody else. And it's like your friendship suffered because you chose to stay away from certain people and not the ones that really was there for you. And they're going to feel some type of way. And it's like, if your friendship is real and true, you're going to reconnect that friendship. And I had to do that. Like, people I went to high school with, people I knew for years. It's like I had to rekindle, like, what's been going on, how we lose contact, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of what we go through in life, I think we make excuses for when we get older. So we don't have to deal with that shit. We just make up the best excuse in the world, and it sounds good, which is a lie. And we have to stick by that lie, because when they call us out, when they get drunk a couple of years later and say the shit that you told them, and you sitting there like, with the you eat ass face. Kevin Hart be saying, you just stuck there with the you eat ass face. You was like, what? And they see you make that face, they gonna question everything about your friendship with them in that moment.
Yes, they are.
Period. Did this motherfucker just lie to me? Did I get catfished?
Did I just say that?
Whose man's is this?
Right, exactly.
It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going through that. Mm-mm. So I can speak from experience that I had to reintroduce myself in a different limelight when I started doing lives on Facebook, and when I started to open my eyes, not just to the idea of spirituality, what it is and what it's not, is what I opened my eyes out to. It took me some time. You go through that jargon, bandwagon bullshit where you get in rooms and people are talking about it and you excited and you're like, this is where I need to be at. I say, woo, it's all elevated up in here. The energy's high. And then I realized I'm just in a bunch of room full of niggas that don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the ones that do know what they talking about, they've been talking about it for so long and so prophetically that they got these enabling ass niggas that'll sit there and continue to rah they shit on. And then when you do the research, you realize how much of a batshit crazy ass person these people are, because they don't even pay attention to none of the bullshit they tell you. And as if they doing it live on social media, so the shit's recorded. You can go back and look at the tapes. And I went back and looked at some of the tapes of the people I was following. I was like, yeah, I was following some niggas that was crazy as shit. And guess what? I was just as crazy to be following their ass. Let me find my path and get on my own path and leave these ain't shit ass people alone. Because guess what they doing? Ain't shit.
The same shit
Let me
they
tell
was
you,
doing.
Let me tell you, what they doing
same
ain't shit. They ain't doing shit.
Right.
Because they ain't shit. That's what ain't shit ass people are. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. You ain't doing shit. What you gonna do about that shit? Not a damn thing. You are just a piece of shit. But yet you want to complain about what the shit I got going on over here. I know you mad at me because woo woo. Like, I ain't mad at you. I don't give a fuck about you. I can't give people emotional disdainment and say I'm mad at somebody because of what they said or how they treated me or somebody significant in my life, and somehow they think a friendship is just going to happen because they want it. No, you want it because I'm not sitting on my ass doing the same shit I was doing when you appeared in my life.
Right.
Somehow by slut magic, now I got to just make you disappear? No, you're going to reappear when you need to. Teaching lessons over here. I don't just sit here on my ass. I teach lessons over here. You're going to get the experience and get the lesson. What you do with that is up to you. But the experience is always going to be recorded. Let me marinate on that. The experience is always going to be recorded. You're going to be able to get to it again. That's just what it is.
And you might have to go down that rabbit hole.
I
But
mean,
you're going to get
I
it.
ain't going to do that shit. I ain't, no. You might have to. I ain't got to. It's like you got to be able to embrace the unstoppable. You want to evolve.
Yeah.
Stop preventing yourself from evolving. Go into the 2.0 that you need to go into and stop worrying about what everybody else thinks and what everybody else is going to do, because everybody's going to hate on you. They're going to hate on you for the shit fact they ain't got nothing else better to do.
I was just going to say.
They ain't got nothing else better to do.
Nothing
they hating on you
better.
because they jealous of you or they envious of you
Right.
or both. And it's like, oh, he think he better than me, but now because he got some followers and shit, I know some dirt. No, you don't. You don't know shit. You just want to get popular off. You just want to clout chase. You just want to get popular off my name because you know me. I still got your phone number. Bitch, use it. You realize that's the reason why I don't fuck with you, because you never used it? You still got my phone number, but you bragging about it, but you never used it. You can check my phone plan and your phone plan. I guarantee you ain't text me. Motherfucker, I got your phone number. Like, bitch, like I give a fuck. Chalk on a chalkboard. Like, I don't care.
911, what is your emergency?
I hear shots.
911, what is your emergency?
I hear shots.
Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta.
I just, I don't know. When you go through this evolution, you're going to realize that there's people that are around you because they want to see you fly and you edify them and they fly. You're going to realize that your circle is going to be so small that the people in your circle only want to see you successful and you only want to see them successful. And that's all y'all ever talk about.
Yep.
Y'all might talk about other stuff, but you really could get on that fact. Like when they start talking about the stuff that they going through and everything, well, how can I help? You know, what you really going through? What is it?
Yeah.
Let's brainstorm. Let's think about this shit. It's like I have conversations like that. I ain't never had those conversations. Even after my 20 years in the Navy, I think I've had that conversation with probably 6 people in the Navy. Maybe.
Wow.
Like I might have been there for people when they were going through different relationship type shit or whatever. That's never going to be forgotten because you was there doing a certain situation that I was going through in my life. And now that I'm in my happiest moment in my life, how can I not reflect back on the days when I was fucked up?
Yeah.
and like who was there.
Right, exactly.
Damn, we still talk to this day. Damn, that's crazy. Let me stop because I was about to go in and be an asshole, but I'm not. So you got anything for the people? This gonna be a short. This whole week was short.
Sure is.
Short 30, 45 minute hitter, one hitter quitters. Bam, bam, bam.
The only thing I have is, as you're evolving into this new, as said, 2.0 person, make sure that you're checking the boxes as you go, and that you're not skipping any of the steps. Because if you're skipping the steps, you're going to have to go all the way back and redo it again to make sure that you check all the boxes. Other than that, that's all I got. Thanks for tapping in and tuning in. Make sure you check us out. Go hit the fan page on Facebook, like, share. Go hit us up on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe there. Other than that, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. I'm out. Peace.
So, the only thing I got, where my music? I got to have my theme music when I go out. So, I just remembered last Thursday, July 20th, 2023, would have put me at 31 years in the Navy if I stayed in. 31 years ago, on last week Thursday, is when I went to boot camp. So I have evolved from, growing up in Kansas City, Missouri, going into the Navy, retiring out of the Navy and everything else. And here I am, married and happy here on the East Coast, taking care of mom and my dog. I just had to give a shout out to all my brethren that I served with in the military, all my brothers and sisters that have either worked with me, I have mentored, or y'all are my mentor. I appreciate it. Body in the building. What's good, Body? Yes, sir.
What's up, Body?
But I appreciate everybody. I know I didn't talk longer than the song and I was supposed to be getting off, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We out of here. I'm going to see y'all on Tuesday. Peace.
Happy birthday, Marcus.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Marcus. Woo woo.
That's what he said with Cedric D. Sanders.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast, That's What I Said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything, from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we're worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing properties in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial